It's the playoffs of the NBA. Game 5 right now. It should be a great NBA matchup. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll see the New York Knicks and the Chicago Bulls. You look at Chicago. It all comes down to this. A well-fought series so far, but only one team will walk away victorious.
And a long season comes down to this. Two teams enter. Only one will advance, but their work in the regular season has given them home court advantage, and that is a huge edge.
So it's the Knicks now, after Jalen Green's three-pointer that didn't go.
Emphatic finishes are becoming routine for Mr. Gafford.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Pass to Reed. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot. You look at the Knicks. They are one win away from the semifinals. And, Greg, how do they drown out the distractions and the noise and just concentrate on their job?
And, Kevin, it's never easy in a situation like this. But the only thing you can do is rely on the players who got you here. If you're one of the leaders of this team, you can expect to play a ton of minutes tonight.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the score by New York. Banchero outside. Driving in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once Banchero gets going, boy, it's hard to stop him. Given his size and speed, he's going to be a handful.
Here's Castle. Back to Caldwell Pope. Pocket 6. New York needs to get off a shot. James, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Banchero. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. LeBron outside. Back to Caldwell Pope. Yes, it's LeBron picking up the assist.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Anunoby with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Pass to Green. And a wide-open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. The three-pointer, no good. The Knicks leading by 3. Here's Castle. LeBron outside. Launches a 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Reed. And the foul on Daniel Gafford. That's his first foul. The Knicks making a switch here.
First team foul.
And the timeout. Called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Chicago timeout call.
And Caro outside. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Castle.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you can get a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside, George. Shot clock at 6. Lets it fly from 18.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Miller outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And you watch Miller, he keeps the defense on its heels. They don't know what he's going to do.
Bulls shooting their first free throws here tonight. Both free throws good for Miller.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Billy Donovan and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. Coach said he knows the obstacles of playing against Paul George. He told me, you know he's going to have his fingerprints all over this game on offense and defense. Our goal will be to minimize how often we let him disrupt our game plan. We'll see how long they can keep George out of the picture. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Now, here is Miller. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Pass to Banchero. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Caldwell Pope. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, Gilgeous-Alexander becoming more and more reliable as a jump shooter. With everything else in his game, look out.
Now here's LeBron. 5 points in the game. Outside for George. LeBron outside. Right at the free throw line. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. James has got 7 points in the game. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Banchero. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Checking in for the Knicks. Dinwiddie.
Miller, right side. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
James looking around. Pass to Edey. Just 5 on the clock. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Here's Edey. No good on that one. Anunoby outside. Banchero with the screen. Anunoby with it. George picks him up. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Al Horford with the rebound. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They lead by 4. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Now here is George. Hasn't made one yet.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
It's deflected.
And a guy who blocks few shots, KCP stepping up and gets all of that.
New York leading by 6. .139 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Edey. Pass to Horford. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Making a change here. Bulls trailed by 6. .124 left to play here in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. And the Bulls with another miss.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's James. Can't connect from short range.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Pass to De Silva. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's Miller with the 3. Rebounded by Gafford. New York leading by 6. James with it, and it's Miller picking him up. Back to James. LeBron is doubled. Dinwiddie wide open. Trains the three-pointer. And the Knicks lead by 9.
Well, shot ready on the catch. Go ahead, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Here's Okogie. Up in time. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's New York ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting the ball so well in this one.
19.
You are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Knicks.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Pass to Edey. Outside, George. Here's Koulibaly. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Bulls trail by 9. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Van Carroll looking around. It's rebounded by Koulibaly.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Now LeBron. No good, and he's 3 of 6 from the floor. To the paint. Here's Okogie.
Well, be aggressive and leave, no doubt. Josh Okogie up on the finish.
And so James will bring it up for New York. It's George on the wing. And George with the stop.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Pass to Green. Fires the 3. Edey with the rebound. New York leading by 9. Dinwiddie outside. Koulibaly with it. Here's LeBron. Guarded by Smart. Stolen by Smart. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And that drive gives Banchero all the momentum he needs. And, boy, he turns it into an explosive finish.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And here is LeBron. He has 7. Pass to Castle. Here's Edey. With some art. The shot's good. Edey's got the lead up to 9 now for New York.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Banchero outside. And the wide open shot from Green. The offensive rebound. Banchero, that's good.
And great attention to detail from Banchero on the play, making sure he's there to get the ball and send it back.
Pass to LeBron. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Bulls trail by 7. Banchero outside. Wide open look. The shot, no good.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
LeBron outside. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. 6 to shoot. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
You're on the big screen. Substitution on the court.
Here's Castle. Still scoreless. Outside, James. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Castle. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's De Silva. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Boy, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
Here's Castle. At the elbow, Horford. Pass to James. Back to Horford. Clock is at 3. And finished off by Horford.
One thing you can't afford is to allow Al Horford to get to this spot. It's over if you do.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Bulls. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. It's rebounded by New York.
And they continue to control the glass.
Pass to LeBron. And here is Horford. James outside. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Guys, that's a superior strength by James. Even when the defense roughs him up, he's more than capable of playing through them. It's amazing.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's got 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And there's the drive. Yes, it's good. Good for basket number 4. He's now 4 for 10.
Well, that's a big-time strong take right there by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the deck. Score it, yes, sir.
LeBron outside. Here's Castle. Scoreless thus far. 4 on the shot clock. Back to James. New York missing again. Bulls trail by 8. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. 8 points for him. Score the basket is 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 mates.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Pass to Castle. Back to James. Some nice passing by New York here. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Back to James. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. New York, no good that time either.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And New York making a change here. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 10 points for him. From 18 feet away, Edey with the rebound.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Pass to Horford. For 3, Caldwell Pope. It's all in by the Bulls. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander lets it go with the 3. Here now is Dinwiddie. Pass to George. 5 on the clock. Here's Heaney. They get the rebound. Trying to get something going. And he goes in for the dunk.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
The Knicks leading by 5. Dinwiddie outside. George up top. Puts one up from 19. Hits the front of the rim and out. There's 1:17 left to play here in the half. Anunoby has the open look. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Out to the right wing. Down low. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And Caldwell Pope, explosive off the floor. He can catch you unawares with his dunking.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And there's a whistle. That goes on Zach Edey. That's foul number 2 for him. Both teams deciding to change it up. Now, here's Zubac. Still yet to score. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Love. 6 on the shot clock. Rebound by the Bulls. He gets it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. New York ahead, up 5. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. New York leading by 5. To the wing right side. Right side Horford. Pass to Koulibaly. Here's Edey. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Edey's got the first basket of the second half here for the Knicks.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Now, Banchero. Here's Okogie. Shot clock at 6. Green inside the three-point line. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder should he have moved it just one pass more.
Here's Castle. Nothing on the board. Pass to Edey. Horford from outside. Banchero grabs the board. Bulls trail by 7. A fadeaway, and they pick up 2. Banchero's got 8 points.
A dangerous score, really from anywhere on the floor. Banchero has all the tools to be great.
Pass to Edey. Fader on the way. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Smart with the ball. to Okogie. Back to Smart. Green with the ball. Jacks up a three. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Now, Dinwiddie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's LeBron. And James throws it down.
One of those nights where opposing coaches just shake their head. LeBron has taken over.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Changing it up here. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Banchero. Lock at 6. Shot from the wing. Here's Smart. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
That's the kind of high-impact play Marcus Smart makes. Gets to the ball and sends it right back up.
Here's Koulibaly. He has yet to score. Gafford with the ball. Now Green defending. Here's James. And again, it's New York.
The ability to sustain productivity over the entirety of his career, LeBron James is a modern marvel.
And here's Smart. Over in the corner, Green. Kicks it out to Banchero. And stolen by LeBron. Now, here's Gafford. Pass to Castle. Outside, James. 5 to shoot. Over Banchero. James misses. Bulls trail by 6. Green deciding where to go with it. Slams it in.
And almost any time he wants, Green can put the ball on the floor and make a play.
The Knicks lead by 4. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's Edey. He's got 10. And it's Reed pulling it down. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Dinwiddie with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's New York. New York moving the ball around. Pass to James. In the corner, O'Neal with it. 6 to shoot. Caldwell Pope outside. Over Green. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the wing jumper offline. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They've led by as much as 10. So they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's ready to talk things through with the team. To George. 6 on the shot clock. Baseline J on the way. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
What a wonderful shot to have in your arsenal. 3-level scorer gets to the midi. We see you, PG.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to talk to his guys. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, 13 points in the game.
Well, there's a level of aggressiveness that you must contend with Gilgeous-Alexander on the offensive end. You'd love to see him force the issue.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for New York?
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
Dinwiddie outside. Caldwell Pope outside. For 3. Drills it from outside. Caldwell Pope's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That is nicely done by Spencer Dinwiddie. Just getting the ball into the hands of a shooter.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. 15 points in the game. And the Bulls with another miss. The Knicks leading by 7. Now Dinwiddie. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Love. So Anunoby. And it's Reed pulling it down.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Miller outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Anunoby outside. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Anunoby's got his 2nd basket of the night.
OG Anunoby increasingly dangerous with his jumper. Nice catch and shoot opportunity there.
Left side, George. He takes it in. Takes it off the glass. George has got 6 points.
Paul George's ability to put the ball on the floor and drive it balances out his shooting. So important to have both.
1:22 left to play here in the 3rd. And here's Miller outside. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
Pass to Love. Gafford with the ball. Reed covering. Now Caldwell Pope. Puts up a three. Gafford. It's good on the putback. And the Knicks lead by 5.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Boy, this guy is an absolute force of nature on the offensive end. SGA, I don't know what the defense is going to do with you.
Love right side. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Personal foul. 4th team foul. Substitution.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's LeBron. 14 points for him. The shot, no good. Great defense that time from Banchero. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 3 on the clock. Misses the layup. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Knicks lead by 3. And we'll get going after this from
49. The time is here.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinal. Here's Smart. Banchero outside. Back to Smart. Rebounded by Castle. The Knicks leading by 3. Pass to Edey. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Stolen away. Miller surveying the floor. Now here's Zubac. Knocked loose. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. LeBron with the block.
Wow, LeBron James sends it back. Woo-hoo-hoo. LeBron on the defensive end.
Pass to Edey. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Number 26.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. LeBron outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's held in by Zubac.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
First team foul. Checking in for the Knicks.
And Chicago has possession. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Miller inside. The rebound by James. The Knicks leading by 3. Pass to Koulibaly. Back to James. Just 5 on the clock. From 20 feet out. And right on target. Good. James has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Knicks. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for the Bulls. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Miller outside. Back to Banchero. Outside for Smart. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, Marcus Smart has come so far as a three-point shooter. This guy very capable from distance.
Pass to Clarkson. Tipped away. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Shots good by Miller. Miller's got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Oh, it got ugly there for a stretch. Nothing was working, but they've come back and have a chance to seal the deal.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau as he talked to the team. With the game in the balance, coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. He told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Smart. Banchero outside. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. LeBron with him. Clock at 6. The shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Chicago trailing here. Now Smart. Miller outside to take the lead. And James pulls it down. Screen by Gafford. James, the bounce pass. Here's George. And the shot no good, a bit short. Inside. Banchero. And good that time.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Strong inside. What a move by James.
That's about power, that's about control, and that's about LeBron James and the ability to have touch inside.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. So both teams making some changes here. Now the Bulls with it. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Anunoby. And here comes the break. On up the court. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. The Bulls making a switch here.
Coming onto the floor for your Bulls, number 40.
Outside, James. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Here's Green. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Castle. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Number 40, Kevin Love.
Chicago with the ball. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Five on the clock to take the lead. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Pass to Castle. Back to James. Out to the right wing. From past the arc. Oh, LeBron from long distance.
Well, that's his second three of the game. One in the first half, one here.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Anunoby. Bulls moving the ball around. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Substitution on the court.
The Knicks leading by 3. Pass to Edey. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
To the inside. And that one is hammered home.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 19 points.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the calmest, most clutch players in the league. That's a big-time moment.
Pass to Edey. James with it. On the shot clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
What's striking about LeBron James is how his game has morphed to now it's all about guile and smarts and experience. He continues to dominate just in a different way.
And James drills them both.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Wow, they needed a bucket, and Zubac answers the call big time.
141 left in the fourth. On the wing, George. Back to LeBron. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one goes on Anunoby.
LeBron has made himself a deadly shooter. You can't fault the D for being a little too aggressive on his shot fakes.
It's the first that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the Knicks making a change here. So he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
121 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Anunoby outside. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
You can see that OG Anunoby wants the opportunity to deliver in a big moment and does.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
James with it to the right side. Now Gafford. LeBron outside. Always going up for the alley-oop here. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. There's 49 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Zubac. Now Gilgeous Alexander. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope to take the lead. It counts.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
James driving. Excellent defense there from Zubac.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's off as well, so he misses both. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Guys, what are their best options now?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw up a play to make it happen.
It's the Knicks now. They trail by one. Outside, James. It's good!
King James with ice water in his veins. An absolutely breathtaking player.
Here's Gilgeous Alexander.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And the timeout called here By Tom Thibodeau. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game, and he wants to be prepared. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
And this is it, guys. Down one, they've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So it gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
Here's Heaney, and the Chicago Bulls will move on. A big playoff win for them, but what isn't Greg big in the postseason, huh?
Great point. I really just love the composure with which they played tonight. It's easy to get too keyed up for postseason basketball, but they kept their heads and just went about the business of winning.
It's time for us
Ain't this what they've been waiting for? You ready? I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this. In a matter of time I spent on some in the back of the locked on wrist, see my dreams unfold, nightmares come true. It was time to marry the game, and I said, yeah, I do. If you want it, you gotta see it with a clear eye view. Got shorty, she try and bless me like I said I chew, like a sneeze. Please for them getting cream, never let them get in between of what we started. Lord, but I'm lying hearted. They love me when I was stuck and they hated when I departed. I go and get it regardless. Draw it like I'm an artist, no crawling. Went straight to walking with foreigns in my garages are foreign. Anything for $1, they tell me get him, I got him. I did it without an album. I did it with Mariah. Lord, I'm on fire. Icy as a hockey ring, Philly flyer. When I bought the Rolls Royce, they thought it was lease. Then I bought that new Ferrari, hey, to rest in peace. Hey, to rest in peace to the parking lot. Phantom so big, can't even fit in the parking spot. You ain't talking about my then what you talking about? Moving silent, and I don't talk a lot. I don't say a word. I don't say a word. Was on my grind and now I got what I deserve. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? When I bought the ass tomorrow, y'all thought it was rented? Flexing on these, I'm like Popeye on the spinach. Double M, yeah, that's my team. The captain, I'm lieutenant. I'm the type of can the men cast and grind like I'm broke. That Lambo, my new, she don't ride like my ghost. I'm riding around my city with my hand on my cut these. And I gotta make it back home, cause my mama need that bill money, my son needs some milk. You, cause these Philly I bought with me, don't, no joke, no. All I know is, when it come to me, I got young. I done did it. Every time I'm in that, I get to throwing 30 G's, but now I'm hanging out that drop head, I'm riding down no collar. They let me earn back home, that young be wildin'. We young, we mobbin', like Batman and we're this two-door Maybach with my seat on reclining. I'm like, real wood up, real wood up. If you ain't about that game, then shut up. If you dip me in your rats, I get when you touch down in my hood. No, that tour life ain't good. Catch me down in MIA. And that heat game on wood. With that Puma life on my feet. Like that little engine I could. Boy, I slide down in your block. Bike on 12 o'clock. And they be throwing deuces on the same they watch. And I'm the king of my city, cause I'm still calling them shots. And these lanes talking that the same that flop. I'm the same from Birch Street with them braids that lock. The same that came up and I had to wait for my spot. And he hating on me. Waiting on me, still on that hood. My Rolls Royce on E, they gon' remember me. I say remember me. So much money at your friends turn to your enemies. And when this beef, I turn my enemies. With them, they go for 40, ain't no tenant. Hold up, broke, turn rich. Love the game like Mitch. And if I leave you, they ain't done pretty. It was something about that rollie when it first touched my wrist. Had me feeling like that boy when he first touched that. I'm gone.